what's scary is my scandal.
What's yours? Oh, with Clinton Kane.
Yeah.
No, it's not scary. It's literally iconic. Which let me see here. Hold on, sorry.
Me trying to get my personality started. I'm chugging.
Wait, Brooke, go like this. I think you have a piece of makeup or something.
I do. I always get makeup on my nose hairs.
Oh, I have such bad nose hairs.
Me too.
Oh, why is this?
Oh. Wait.
Got it. You got it.
Oh,
Is that
that's
where
what I'm
you
gonna
like
do.
your?
I'm gonna
Will
put-
you talk into your mic?
Hello, it's me.
Okay, that's really good. Okay.
I waited to gloss till I got here.
Smart.
I literally can't rub my lips together. Like, don't ever get a lip flip. Not that I even think you would, but
No, I've had one before, but it was like way too much, and I could smile only like this.
like that's what I feel like right now.
Like I would,
And I'm like talking like a little bit more slowly than I normally would because I like it like.
You're like, are the words coming out?
Yeah, I'm on a delay.
Yes, I already have issues with enunciating. I just like put words.
I love it. I
together
love.
for no.
Sometimes I'll see a TikTok of yours. I'm like, I don't even know what she said.
That's what everyone says, and I'm like, actually, no, you have a point.
I love
like,
it.
I'm not speaking. Thank you for coming back.
Oh my god! Of course, I'm so excited. I feel honored to be invited back.
Oh my god, no. Wait, how's your boob job?
It's so good. I'm now, I think, like 12 or 13 days out. And I can't sleep on my back. I literally can't. And that's like the number one rule is like you have to sleep on your back. But like because I have these new like foreign objects in my body, it's like I have to take something to go to sleep. So either I'm taking like 15 Let Me Sleep or like gabapentin or something. And then by the time I wake up, I'm like face down completely.
I'm dead. They're like disformed.
Yeah. Well, I woke up, this one's like hurts so bad. I'm like, I don't even want to know what's wrong with it.
Are you going to like go in to see?
I don't know. I'm just gonna hope for the best.
Live in denial.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like so normal though. But which I'm like what I thought, and I'm sure people say this all the time. You know me, I'm not shamey, and you can say anything here, but I'm like, you had great boobs.
Oh, thank you.
Do you think? Or were they?
Well, they used to be like super huge, and then I lost
Okay.
weight, and so I wanted them to be big again.
Ah, yes. No, I've thought about a boob job like so many times.
Of course. Well, you were a NFL?
Yeah.
NFL dancer. That would give me boob
Yes.
job like more dysmorphia for sure.
Literally.
Wait, are you into the Cowboys stuff?
I'm watching. Yeah.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
It's so crazy.
I'm obsessed, and I can't even learn the dance because I can't fucking move my arms.
You should like learn the intro.
I'm gonna I'm gonna learn
TikTok?
like a mark, or I'll do like my little hands with my T-Rex arms.
No, I was listening to a pod and you were like on a brand trip and somebody had just gotten their tits done and were fully like doing yoga.
Yes.
I'm like, that can't be good.
Well, she definitely wasn't doing the yoga, but she was there.
Oh, okay. I'm like, not her in a downward dog with like brand new fake tits.
I would probably do it though, because I can. I just shouldn't.
Yeah. Well, they say you can't, right? It's like you're physically able, but you really should
Well,
not.
but I didn't know that, so I thought it was like they were like challenging me. I'm like, what do you mean I can't?
No, I bet I
And
can't.
so I posted a video of me doing the YMCA, and my doctor texted me, and he was like, please do not do the YMCA.
Your doctor on your TikTok.
Yeah, well,
I
it's
saw
like
him
a social
comment.
media collaboration. He's gonna like not want to claim me soon because I'm gonna have a boob behind me.
Just like in your ab.
Like,
You're like,
I
where
had a
did it
nightmare
go?
about that. Let Me Sleep. It literally had a nightmare that my implants were like moving up into like my shoulder, and I kept having to push them down.
You do it yourself. You're like, I swear to God.
Yeah, like when your shoulder dislocates.
Okay, so what made you want to do it? Just because like whatever, you lost a bunch of weight and you're like, I want big.
Yeah. Well, I also
Yeah.
I'm 27. I felt like it was time to have a structured boob. Like I wanted it to have
I thought
like.
you're gonna be like, it's time to have surgery. Like I've lived my whole
No,
adult life. I want to be sedated. That's what I want to do.
It was my first surgery time, like going under. And It was
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
How'd you like it?
I loved it.
No, literally. I'm like, sorry. You know, who doesn't like a little sedation?
It was my first time. I came out and I was like, I could do this. I could get used to this.
Yeah, they say it's like the best sleep ever.
Apparently.
Which, like, obviously do it under a doctor's watch. We're not Michael Jacksoning.
Well, it's not, honestly, not better than Let Me Sleep. That's the best sleep ever.
I'm dead. I literally tried it once. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to hit on my head.
Oh, right. You did
like,
not have a good experience.
No, yeah. But I would be down to try it again because I want to be in. I want to be in with the crowd. I want to be in with the Kardashians.
I can't use my lips. Like, honestly, I might have to.
Wait, what is your full movement? Like, make a kiss face.
It's too fresh. Am I making myself sound like I'm just like really like nipping and tucking? But
no, because also I feel I'm like so open about what I've like gotten done or whatever. And I feel like you same because you're so open about your boob job. I love that.
yeah. Well, also like it was a collaboration. Like, I thought about just popping out with like just a shelf on me.
So rack of lamb. No, nothing's changed. You gaslight your whole audience. You're like, I swear to God.
100%. And so many people do it. Honestly, they're lucky I don't.
Yeah.
But when as soon as I started getting comments like they're far apart or like they're too big, I'm like, you are you're so lucky that I told you because a lot of people don't.
Yeah. No, literally. So did you get it for free?
Yeah. Well,
Fuck
I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
But I also like I was already gonna go to him, and so like when he talked about and like I knew I was gonna post it already.
Yeah.
So when they started saying like collaboration, I'm like 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are some things like I was like you shouldn't collaborate for a boob job or for surgery. That seems like a little weird. Like getting a Groupon or something for your.
Yeah, you're like go buy one get one.
I would love that.
How'd you find the surgeon?
TikTok.
No, like yeah.
It all sounds so bad.
No, I mean that's where like I was gonna say, have you heard of Melinda Farina?
No.
She I think like a couple years ago now, I want to say 2020, she went on a podcast, maybe even 2019. She's like, she has this consult business for plastic surgery. And she like, I think she used to kind of get kickbacks, but now she doesn't. So it's like literally the most credible. You pay like $300 to see her over Zoom. And she's like, here are the best surgeons for what you want in your area.
Oh, that's
Yes.
it. And how does she know?
Just because she's been in the industry forever, and she'll like sit in on surgeries, she'll like see patients, like afterwards kind of see the surgeon's work. Now she's been doing it for so long.
God, I should have gone there. I didn't even have a second
TikTok is
consultation.
the same. TikTok is the same. It's media.
Well, I was very particular because I had like a very specific situation because I had big boobs before. So it wasn't like
Right.
just getting a boob job randomly. It was like I had to like fill in this like empty space that I had.
Yeah.
So I tried to only look at like before photos of like girls who looked just like me to start.
Smart.
So that I
Yes.
knew what was attainable.
Yeah.
And I'm happy so far. And if they get botched, I think it's because of Let Me Sleep.
Like I blame Let Me Sleep.
I do.
I'm coming for
But
you.
I love them so much.
Yeah. Have you tried one of those pillows?
I have a pregnancy pillow,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I know how to use it properly.
Yeah. I'm like, what's a pregnancy pillow?
It's like one big giant U.
Okay. Yes.
And
that's
so
what
I
I'm
think
thinking
the
of.
idea is for it to like barricade you in, but
Yeah.
it's not because
You
now I'm
fight
cuddling
back.
it like this, and now this boob is underwater.
Ouch.
Yeah.
But it's like stuff like that probably happens. It's probably like common.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where they like have to tell you not to do that.
Right. Yeah. And like worst case scenario, but I bet you're fine.
I hope.
Me, I'm not a doctor. I'm not even a nurse anymore.
Oh yeah, you were a nurse. Like you always forget
Yeah.
that.
I know. But what were your after inspo pics? Who were they?
This random girl I found online. I had to spend like hours looking at boobs online because
Yes.
they match you to a photo, and like if I choose the wrong photo,
Yes.
it's over,
It's endgame. Yeah.
and I'm just gonna have them on me forever.
Yeah, totally. No, but they look great. And they drop.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, they're
settle.
gonna be very
Like-
different than they are now. I hope.
No, I mean
they're
they
really
look
big.
incredible, and you're so tiny. So even like size scale, like it makes your waist look so like even.
You know what? I was thinking that when I wanted to get them, I'm like, maybe it'll give me a little bit of a
Yeah.
situation.
Totally.
So we're
But-
hopeful.
That's why I feel like even like thinking about boob jobs, because I got a consult from this woman for it.
Oh, right.
And I went to his before and afters, and there's this one in LA that looks so natural. Because like I'm pretty sure, me talking shit for no reason, I think Emrata has a boob job.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Well,
And-
I know. I just also made that. I don't know why I
Say-
validated that, like as if I knew it as fact. Like I'm just really confident about it.
Totally. Because like seeing her pictures when she was like really, really, really like I feel like thin, but probably not having any boobs like added to that. But I think she has a boob job and a butt job.
I hope so, because
too, 'cause her
if
ass
she's
is
naturally
unreal.
occurring,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
No, lay in traffic.
For sure.
Yes.
But there's like one doctor who, I don't know if it was the doctor that you consulted with, but he does like all the supermodels. Like he did like Kendall, because they all have to get pretty small for them to still be like high fashion.
Yes, see, I didn't even know Kendall had a boob job,
Yeah,
but
they
that
look
makes me
amazing.
feel so much better because also her waist is so tiny.
So, and her butt's huge too, honestly. What
I know, but I loved, like, I looked at a lot of before and afters. I'm like, oh my God, some of these you cannot even tell. It's like incredible.
Hopefully that's me soon. Right now, I like literally, I feel like Pamela Anderson.
Also goals. Like, I have some friends who basically said, like, my cheerleader friends, a lot of them have boob jobs, and they're like, it's changed my life in a good way.
My dad said that on the phone. He's like, you don't understand. Like, things are about to get much better for you. I'm like, that's
Dad.
Like, dads should just not say that. But it was hilarious.
But he's like wise, and he's a dad, so he's been around.
100%.
So he like knows. But yeah, no, they all, what was I gonna say?
I never
don't
know either.
Thank you.
I love that about you.
How is tour?
It was so fun. It was crazy. I saw you on tour, right? No, I
It was
hadn't
like
started
right
yet.
before. Yeah.
Oh, I did. I told like the story that I told on your podcast about like the horse and carriage and stuff. I told
God,
that
yes.
story on tour, but it was so fun.
good.
It was like very overwhelming, but
Yeah. What was overwhelming?
just like
Besides the
being like
obvious 50 cities in 30 days or something
yeah,
crazy.
I think we did like 60 shows or 60 or like close to 60 shows, and in a very short amount of time. It was just like hard to be home or away from home for that long. But we're about to do it again.
I had no idea you guys are doing a fall tour for how long?
I don't know. Like I think it's about. It's like I think it's smaller, but it's
Okay.
we're not
But it's
doing
so
any like we
intense.
did a lot of 2-show days on this last run.
Yes.
Don't ever do that.
So hard. I toured with Dancing with the Stars, and sometimes we did matinees and stuff.
I don't want to go on so bad. I know I already told you this, but I'm like, who is listening? Like,
No,
please.
literally, I want you to. Who would you want your partner to be?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I would want it to be like who they think I should be with, because I
Yeah.
feel like they know best.
Yeah, you should.
Except
be
for
with-
Riley and Harry. I'm like, they should never have been paired together.
No, even while it was happening, which I don't think this is controversial anymore because he's like fully going through a cancellation, which I'm here
Yeah.
for any man being canceled, let's be honest.
For sure. I'm like, he lives in my building. I'm like, oh no.
It's fine. You're like, what kind of sketchy shit are you up to now? But even when that was, even as it was all happening, she's like 18.
Yeah. She's so cute and like classy though.
She's so cute. Yes, she can do like way better than him. But
for sure.
yeah, obviously. You should be with Val.
I would love that. Wait, wasn't Val with Olivia Jade?
Yeah. And he was with me.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. Surprise, bitch.
Oh my God, I would. Okay, yeah, I want Val.
Yeah, he's the best. And like just fun. And like, I think the best dancer, obviously.
That's what I need. Well, maybe I want to be next to a bad dancer so that I look better.
No, they make you look so good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was with Charlie?
Mark Ballas.
Oh, right.
He was so fun and good, but he retired. And she like brought him out of retirement, and then he like officially retired.
I would
after
too.
him.
And she won. So it's like,
in like a huge big way.
yeah, God, she was amazing. I love her.
She was so good. I'm like, everyone fully lied to my face when they said I had a chance, but I definitely didn't.
No, but I would. Wait, you were on the same season? I would feel so good about that because I would have been like, well, obviously.
Just the biggest upset in history is going to happen for her.
No, I would have felt like really validated. Like, well, I mean, I never had a fair chance.
Yeah, no, never. And even sometimes my friends who like were on Broncos with me would come see me, and I'd be like, "You guys, what do you think? Like I can do it, right?" And they'd be like, and I'm like, well, "Whose side are you on?" I like got so pissed because they didn't have loyalties to me, but actually they were just being good friends.
I love when my friends lie to me.
I
prefer it.
Yeah, in retrospect, I'm like, those are good friends, but during, I'm like, what the fuck? You can't stay here anymore. I'm like, find your own place to stay in LA.
I've had situations where like my guy or like my ex will be talking to somebody new, and it'll be like the most beautiful girl in the world, and like I'll have a friend be like, she's so like beat,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you don't have to say that,
But you
it's
really
just
mean
not
it?
true.
Yeah. No, it's not. I know I can't decide like what side of the fence I want to be on as a friend. Like if we were the ones. Like I just lie.
You do. You're the liar.
Yeah.
I think I'm a
Unless I
liar,
don't.
too.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't know either. And honestly, I change every day.
Yeah, I know. I was listening to one of your pods and you were talking, I think it was maybe on a recent canceled, and you were like, I just lie so much on first dates.
Well, I don't even mean to, but it's like I try to like mirror people and it's subconscious. Like I don't even know that I'm doing it. And I have to stop saying publicly online that I love lying because
I think it's funny.
I thought it was funny too, but apparently it is not funny and it is that deep.
It's just
we're not supposed to say that. And especially in like this current climate and the situation that I'm in, I don't love lying.
Okay.
In fact, I really hate lying.
Oh my God. Okay, let's jump in.
Absolutely.
What current situation? Like, I don't know. Are you getting backlash? Start from
No, I'm definitely not getting any backlash. I'm definitely like, it's a lot of support.
Yeah.
But it's all about lying and being like deceived. So I can't say that I love lying because
but this
that's
is
not
just
what
like
I mean.
critical thinking.
Yeah.
It's like when you lie like this, it's like funny. And to guys,
yeah, like it's like, oh, I love oranges when I'm allergic to oranges. Like that's a funny lie because it doesn't fucking matter. But lies that do matter are not funny.
He was like, I feel like sociopathic level. I'm like, when have I heard of someone lying this deep? Which, well,
Saltburn.
I was crossfaded when I saw that movie and do not remember one thing.
Well, if you do remember one thing, it should be the final scene.
I literally don't. I think I was falling asleep. I have to go back and watch it.
You do.
Yeah.
But it's about basically the same premise, like faking your parents' death for like to get closer to somebody.
Who was the liar? Barry Keoghan?
Barry.
I cannot. I'm not a stan.
Oh, I'm such a stan.
You would be.
Wait, why? I just like how he looks.
No, not the Rat Man.
No, I love Rat Man. Oh, I'm a victim.
I know. Unpopular opinion. I'm here to take down the Rat Man.
Really?
Yes, because I think we're just making excuses for ugly men.
I don't think he's ugly. I don't think he's ugly at all. In fact, I think the opposite. I can't believe that people are even comparing him to a rodent. But yeah, I also
don't
have the best gauge.
Given your track record.
And like anyone who's talented, like that gets me. And he was so good in that movie. I'm like, I love that man.
Totally. I think it was his confidence for sure. But I'm like, he's compared to Jacob Elordi. He had to
no one's comparing him to Jacob Elordi.
I mean, they were shooting the movie together.
Yeah,
12
but
hours
like
a
Jacob
day.
could literally like throw him over his little shoulder.
And those are the men we should be going for. We shouldn't be going for any men, but if we had to, it would not be a Rat Man. I think we're making excuses.
I agree, but I have to be realistic. So if I like that Rat men are trending because I'm nobody's Olivia Jade. Like Jacob Elordi is not going to date me, but a Rat Man might.
No, Jacob Elordi could, or somebody, which like he's
somebody
problematic.
Adjacent.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he problematic?
I don't know.
He's just a man.
Yeah, he's just literally a really hot man, which comes with their own set of problems. But at least we're not going for them just because they're anti-hot.
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, men would not make excuses for a rat girl.
The rat girl would never exist. And so I forget, I think it was Giggly Squad who said this, but they were like, that it would just never be made into a positive if it were about girls. Like, imagine it was like, oh, like piggy girls are trending.
Literally. Like, there's no rodent girl. There's no, like, chinchilla ferret. Like, they're just not on the rat wave with the girl.
That's such a bummer. Maybe they'll come around.
But I agree. It's like we can go for guys because of their personality, for sure.
Yeah.
But like Matty Healy being a Rat Man, like I don't think he should get away with it.
I don't think he should either. But I'm just anybody who's not with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I can't get behind.
Same.
Are you a Swiftie?
100%.
Oh yeah, I think you had a like really viral Taylor Swift TikTok.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. I'm new to like being a Swiftie. There's like I fell off for a couple of years.
Well, did you know that you can't just say you're a Swiftie. Apparently there's like major criteria that you have to meet.
Okay. Well, I what are the criteria? I hit them, I'm sure.
So I thought that loving Taylor Swift made you a Swiftie.
I agree.
Wrong.
Okay, well, who's making these rules?
The Swifties.
But they can't just dominate.
They do.
And claim.
Apparently, it's like the most tight-knit community in the world with the most members of any community ever.
Okay, so not all of them can meet the criteria because the numbers ain't numbering.
I guess I said I was a Swiftie on a podcast and I got in so much trouble because they were like, she can't even name 50 songs. I'm like,
50?
you're right. I can't, but I love her. And even if I could name no songs, I love her.
That's what I think is the real positivity and Swifty movement is like, I don't know. I actually do genuinely think I like her music. At this point, I would not be able to differentiate. But even with her new album, everyone hated on it at first.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. It's like it's a grower, not a shower. That's what we're into.
100%.
And like, I love what she stands for.
Yeah.
I think she's like a feminist. She isn't afraid to like be messy.
At all. And she makes holding a grudge cool again. And I really needed that validation because I hold grudges.
And I think we should be able to. And like, she makes it cool and has just, I don't know, she's ethical because she's paying her, like, we've all talked about this, her dancers, like paying their health insurance. It's like, she's just so not problematic and doing it in such a good way that naturally, is this a political stance? Sure, probably. And I'm taking it. It's more about like what she stands for.
That almost makes her problematic though, because her being too good at everything is like so threatening to those
to men. Yeah. And to the women, no shade, who are still internally misogynized.
100%. And I used to be one. Do you know that there's probably evidence of me being like a Taylor Swift hater somewhere.
Oh, I think we all were though. In the middle, I was like, I don't get it.
I think I went with Kim at some point. I think I like almost got like swindled.
Well, some Swifties that I know still side with Kim. But I think just the facts do not support Kim, right?
I think I can't hate on somebody who's been just manipulated by a really mentally ill man. You know what I mean? Like that's what happened to Kim.
Yeah, I think they're both the fight, and this is what happens. Don't get me started on the patriarchy. They're trying to distract by keeping the girls fighting.
Of course,
nobody cares about the girls fighting. This isn't about Kim and Taylor. It's about Kanye being nutso.
Yeah, but. Well, I mean, I guess some people are talking about that, but...
Right, but that's a distraction. Girls, listen up. Let's 100%. Get down deep. Okay, so will you give us, like, first of all, your diaries, your video diaries with Clinton Kane and your Waldorf
that I stole?
It was so good. And it was just like this screenshot of all your frames were like popping up all over Instagram, like Elite Daily, like news out. Not that being a news outlet, but it's
no,
like,
it is to me.
Same serious like pop culture outlets or like Brooke Schofield's video diary. It's just like so iconic.
Appears a little bit manic, but I did do a 14-part series.
I watched it all.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was incredible. I think you're at the end, you were like, I'll just whatever, get to the good stuff. But it's like, I want to know every nitty gritty detail. What stood out to me the most was the road trip. It is fake.
The fake. It wasn't fake, but he had convinced me that it was fake so that I wouldn't know that his age on it was real.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Was it like a Nevada license?
It was an Australian license. And so that
was real?
Yeah, I guess.
So he has lived in Australia.
Yes.
Okay.
But I have been
right.
to, just kidding. You know what I mean? Like I have been to Mexico, but like if I came on here, you know what I mean? Like he did not grow up in Australia. He did not live there long enough to justify having a full Australian accent.
Right. That was crazy. But he did like, obviously he's messy as hell, but he did okay with the cover up being like, I've traveled to so many different places. Did he like talk about Australian culture? Was he like, I love Vegemite and the Outback?
Yeah. Well, I would ask him about it and like, what do they say in Australia? What do they do in Australia? But the problem is I got a passport at age 26. Like you could tell me anything. And I was like, I just got swindled. I had no idea. Mm-hmm. Like he could have been completely wrong. And I would have been like my Australian boyfriend. Although I had a friend of mine. I don't know if I've told the story, but I had a friend of mine whose mom is from Perth. And it's a really like, Perth is really small.
Right.
So it's actually like, it's interesting to say that you're from there because it's like everyone who is from there like would know. Mm-hmm. But I put them on FaceTime one time. I was like, oh, my boyfriend's from Perth. Like, let me like.
Yes.
And
you
so
guys probably know each other.
Yeah. My friend's like talked to him for a second and was like asking him like, where in Perth did you grow up? And he had no answers. And then I hung up and my friend was like, your boyfriend's not from Perth. Like, and this was when we first started dating. So I'm like, what do you know? Like, yes, he is.
They said it to your face?
Immediately. Like,
Oh
no
my
question.
God.
He was like, your boyfriend's literally not from Perth. Like,
No
check that one
way.
out. And he
Yeah.
was right.
Wow. But like, why wouldn't you believe somebody? It's like when you're that close to someone, you just literally can't see straight.
Yeah, because why would those are things that you don't lie about.
Right. Yeah. And okay, I'm like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, I did my little 14-part series, but it was warranted because he posted my little video saying that I was yapping.
Yeah. You're the best thing that's ever happened to him.
I don't think he would agree with that at this current moment in time.
You're the only one that's making him relevant. I would have never heard of him and would have never wanted to hear of him.
But
like he wasn't breaking through mainstream.
No, well, he had a moment. Like he definitely had a moment. Like right before
I
we
never
dated.
Heard of the chicken fries.
You didn't? The chicken chendies or whatever?
Oh yeah.
I Guess I'm in Love was like his biggest song, I guess. And that's the wedding song. That's like what everybody used for their first dance and stuff. Yeah. Or a lot of people. I personally wouldn't have because it's not a good song. But people did.
Yeah.
And so he had a moment and that was like his little thing, like love songs and stuff. But then he started
going off the rails.
Switching off and doing like some.
Okay, because for some reason I thought he was a country singer.
No, that would have been interesting too.
Okay, yeah, because he's
story.
faking so many accents and like ways of life. But so I went to his TikTok, obviously, just to like do some research, and like either he has so many views, no likes. So I don't know if it's just like
he wasn't doing very well.
No, and he like his followers must be fake because he has like
they were real followers, but it's like again, it was like from this moment in time. It was like he had like a Doja Cat moment where he had like one huge song that made him so big, and then nothing ever hit the same after that.
Like a one-hit wonder.
Yes.
You know, it's like he's not going to be anything more than that. Yeah. He doesn't need to be, but because of you, then people are probably actually know who his name is.
But
what his name is
in a really horrible negative way now.
All press is good press. I genuinely
I don't know if this is one of those situations.
Me dying for him. We'll see what his sales are like.
Well, I mean, honestly, stream his song. Know what?
I'm not streaming his song, but I'm wondering how this will because it's kind of like no shade. Hair loss affects over 80 million Americans, you guys, and it's not just the bald men either. 40% of Americans who experience hair loss are women. Exactly what we don't need. I've treated my hair like a dirty bathtub and have put it through rounds and rounds of bleach to the point where it would break off if you looked at it funny. So I had to nurse it back to health with Divi. I cannot say enough about Divi. First of all, it smells amazing, like eucalyptus and mint was dumped on your head. And throughout the day, you'll get a whiff of it at any given time after you forgot you put it on, and it's always a nice surprise. It's really easy to apply just with a little dropper, and I rub in the excess. I just put the dropper at various places around my head, literally, and just like rub it in. It's so easy. It's honestly fun. And I actually look forward to this part of my routine because I just like love the dropper and the smell. And Divi can be used for all kinds of different hair loss, like hair shedding or thinning due to stress or postpartum, scalps with a lot of product or oil buildup, and anyone dealing with a dry scalp, etc. Danny Austin, a lifestyle blogger, went through an emotional hair loss journey and took it upon herself, so we didn't have to, bless, and created the first Divi product, a clinically tested scalp serum that improves the appearance of breakage, nourishes hair follicles, and removes product and oil buildup. Some key ingredients are copper tripeptide, 1, just as important as it sounds, caffeine, we love to see it, and tea tree oil, a known incredible healing essential oil. Divi doesn't just have a scalp serum, they have a dry shampoo, say less, real shampoo and conditioner, hair vitamins, and a 3-in-1 leave-in conditioner. Do you want to take back control of your hair and scalp health and do it with clean, science-backed ingredients? Well, we have a special offer for my audience. Go to diviofficial.com/Gabby or enter Gabby at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's use diviofficial.com/Gabby for 20% off your first order. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. I will not shut up about Charlie XCX, and you know she has a song that I love, and it's all about comparing herself to another girl, and she's like, I don't know if it's real or insecurities. First of all, it's Steph not real. She is the queen diva. And I feel like it's just so relatable because we've all compared our lives to other lives on Instagram. Like, why am I not in the south of France right now on a yacht? And that's because I don't and will probably never have access to one. And say it with me now, that's okay. And that's okay. You know what can help with all these feelings? Therapy. Speaking of, I do have to text my therapist, but I love my therapist. She has one eye that looks the other way, but it does not bother me because she's so full of wisdom and grace. She helps me understand myself more, which is the goal of life at the end of the day, because what are we doing if we don't know ourselves? Therapy also helps with learning positive coping skills, how to set boundaries, the list goes on and on. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule, which is so nice because the girlies are busy having a brat summer. All you have to do is fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Stop comparing and start focusing with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Wendy today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Wendy, WINDEY. Robbie has a perfect little kitty, Jocelyn, but we call her Nom, as in nom, 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 because obviously. And now she's like my own. I feel like the connection with the cat is so deep and feminine and makes sense why so many lesbians have them. Anyways, when Nom's healthy, she's happy, and that makes me happy. But obviously with kitties, you can't always tell when they aren't feeling well, and I'm not a mind reader. In comes Pretty Litter, which helps me pay attention to Nom's health a little closer so I have some insight when she isn't feeling good. You guys know I'm a nurse and love any tool I can use to prevent illness or catch it early, especially with Nam, who can't talk. Pretty Litter traps the odor so it doesn't smell, which is a big reason why I love it. Nam is too cute to leave any traces of smell. It's so light and so easy to use and lasts up to a month, so that means less scooping, bless, the worst part of having a cat, and fewer trips to the trash. Me and my nurse side loves that the litter changes colors to help monitor early signs of potential illness in Nami, including urinary tract infections and kidney issues, which are common among kitties. I will do anything to monitor my pet's health and be able to detect an issue early so we have a better chance of fighting it, and overall just ensures Nam is healthy and happy. Pretty Litter helps keep tabs on my cat's health and keeps odors down. You and your cat are going to love Pretty Litter as much as we do. Go to prettylitter.com/GabbyWindy and use code GabbyWindy to save 20% on your first order and get a free cat toy. That's prettylitter.com/GabbyWindy, code GabbyWindy to save 20% and get a free cat toy. prettylitter.com/GabbyWindy, code GabbyWindy. And that's GABBYWINDEY. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details.
Well, you guys kind of talk shit on Jojo Siwa.
I try not to. I try to respect her hustle, honestly.
Right, totally. And she knows what she's doing.
Everything is so deliberate, and I think she's a lot smarter than everyone's giving her credit for. I think that she just knows how to be viral.
Yes.
Everything she does is calculated, and we're all falling for it.
Oh, 100%. That's what everything is. Like the Kardashians, like releasing the sex tape. Like,
yeah.
I feel like it is like people who are PR geniuses know, and I would like to be contacted by one, honestly. If you have any ideas for a scandal, I would like love. Probably no sex tape.
I don't know. I think I'd be down.
Like not that excitingly. It's like hands moving slowly under the covers. Yeah, but no, I think she fully knows what she's doing, Jojo Siwa. But even that, it's like she's experiencing so much relevancy. People are talking about her. She's everywhere.
It's money.
Right, exactly.
And we're just putting so much more money in her pockets, which that's the last thing Jojo needs. She's so rich.
Yeah, she's so rich.
So rich.
Yeah.
Just off the bobos.
What's the bobos? Her bows?
Jojo with the bobos. She sold more bows than like people there are in America. Like,
wow, that's like
actually what significantly
her and the NRA are working together.
No, she's made like hundreds of millions of dollars. Jojo.
Wow, that's so crazy. I feel like
just off of merchandise. Like there's everything. If you think of it, there is a Jojo. Like there's a Jojo Siwa hand vacuum. Like there is Jojo Siwa everything.
I'm in the market for a hand vacuum.
I have the best one. I'll have to send it to you.
Really?
It was like $30 and it just slays so hard.
Oh my God. I've had a hand vacuum for $30 and I loved it, but I lost the charging cord. But hand vacuums, it's like, who needs a Roomba? You don't need that.
A hand vacuum to me, that's like my adult smartest purchase.
Yes, and so satisfying to just instantly watch the dust disappear.
It's amazing.
At your fingertips. But okay, so then I was looking at Clinton's videos, and he is like, I think he's a different level liar. He's like he's like towing the line of scammer. Like full.
I don't think he's towing any line.
Okay, yeah, he's a full
scamming
scammer.
people.
But he's not making any money.
No, he was he was like, and if you think about like.
Yeah, where did he get like his money?
No, that is like one of the biggest mysteries known to man because he had money. Like,
because you guys were staying in B&Bs, you were traveling.
And he was, oh my God, he was spending so much money on me. And like, that's like,
whoa.
Like we were going on all these vacations and like he'd spend like 20 grand on like a weekend. But
oh my God.
I think it was just money that he like had been fronted like from a label or from his label that he was expected to make back, but he never was making any of that money back. I know he does owe like a lot of people a lot of money, but they're not getting that money.
No,
respectfully.
never.
Maybe they are.
Yeah.
People are listening to the song these days. You're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. No, literally. That's like all because of you. He cannot hate on you. But he does like, yeah, it's reminding me of like Tinder Swindler, like all of those, just because of the amount of lies and his agenda behind it. It's like we've been lied to in relationships, but not the level that he has.
Yeah, it was such a weapon. Like, oh my, like this is what I've gone through, so you have to do this and behave this way.
Yeah, and like, where do you think like you never found out about his childhood, or like you think he's like born this way?
I don't know. I think that he
like that shit.
Yeah, honestly, I think that it's definitely like a personality disorder situation he's got going on. I think that no amount of like, even if he were like did have the worst childhood ever, it wouldn't excuse. Like, say you're estranged from your family, like they don't have to die, and you definitely don't have to make up like explicit, extreme details about how and when and why.
That's so crazy. Maybe he gets off on his own lies.
He does. And I think he believes them. Okay, I know so he believes.
Like pathological.
Like, for example, he's like, he tells everybody like I'm so clinically insane and that like he has a restraining order against me and all his friends are scared of me.
Against you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you restraining?
Yeah. Is Clinton his real name?
I mean, I don't think if you were going to make up a name, it would be Clinton. Like, what a horrible name.
Literally.
But his last name is Con, which is hilarious. Like Con artist.
Oh my God. So crazy.
But yeah, no.
And he's from this place.
He's from Brunei, which I think is
Brunei.
like close to the Philippines.
Yeah, I had to look it up because I listened to a podcast, everyone was saying Brunei so casually. And I was like, it must be like Calabasas. It must be.
Well, I
place
didn't
in
know what it
LA.
was, but obviously I had my little moment of like discovery where I looked
Yeah.
up his mom and found out there was no Australia involved at all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? And I had this idea of his childhood and stuff because obviously he'd told me so many stories. And I can see it. I can watch it pan out over years and years because his mom was so active on Facebook. She loves Facebook.
Do you think he was running her Facebook?
No.
Oh,
He probably would have done anything to have that deleted. Because
Okay,
it was
you're
she was so active and I could watch his whole actual childhood pan out.
Okay, I see. So it was
Yeah.
like in real time the truth through her Facebook.
Yes.
And he was telling you these crazy lies like he grew up rich in Australia.
Filthy rich in Australia, 8-bedroom house on the beach, like
oh my God.
just so like, and why would you lie about that? Like no one gives a fuck. There's no, he told me, he kept telling me like I was going on tour with him, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can't wait to take you to the house. And it's like what was going to
would've
happen when we got to
happened?
Australia?
Right.
What was going to happen?
And that's for him to figure out later because he would have just made up another lie when you got there.
He did. He would do that all the time. He couldn't keep up with him. Like just little things. He'd be like, I booked us massages for tomorrow morning, like best massage you can get. And then the morning would come and he just couldn't
Right.
even keep up with it. Like,
Yeah.
bless his heart. He's so lost.
No, so lost. And then even just like whatever seen his videos now, it's like, yeah, I'm sure because of like his success and his talent, like at that time, it was like very rose colored. But then watching him, I'm like, I wish I had a better word, but he is like cringe. It feels like he's just making up for something that's not there. You know?
It wasn't, I swear that wasn't happening yet.
Okay.
I swear.
Okay. No, I believe it.
It wasn't. But it's
Yeah.
helped like my breakup process because I get to look and be like, uh-oh.
Because his TikToks now, he's like singing it's one song. There's like 15
Yeah.
videos and he's like
It's
singing,
I
like
know.
really singing.
It really is like, I hate to be like, it's because that's like where I toe the line of it just being like mean and
hater.
bullying.
I
But
mean,
but it's like, you don't have to do that. In fact,
Right.
it's almost much worse that you're doing that.
It's just
like, I think that everyone would
self-awareness.
listen more actively if you weren't doing any of that.
yeah, I agree. Because obviously he has a good singing voice.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like there is talent there. But, and even his like song that he brought in his ex-girlfriend for, and now it's like, I don't know if it's a music video or what, me knowing so much about this guy.
I love it.
But he like, whatever, there's old videos of them like making out and like being really touchy-feely. And I'm like, who in their right mind would like almost like glorify or like idolize this relationship in the past for a song? Like, it seems like you're just grasping at straws.
Well, it's
Right?
because that was the relationship that I Guess I'm in Love was about, which is his biggest song.
Oh,
So I think he thought like, oh, I'll get everyone back with this
it's
one.
bait. Yes. Yeah.
And so, I mean, I can't imagine that was even his idea, just knowing it was like almost a good one.
Yeah.
But,
It just feels so desperate.
oh, he's desperate, all right.
Yeah. Has he like, so now is he still keeping up with the Australian accent? Do we
As far
know?
as I know, I wish I could show it to you here, but I feel like I'd get in trouble. I got a voice memo, like someone sent me a voice memo that he had sent just like 2 days ago
Oh wow.
of him saying
They
like,
could copy paste it.
screen record.
Oh, smart. I'm like,
And
how the
it's
fuck do you
like
do that?
talking about me and how he pities me. I'm so desperate for like attention that I'm making up all these lies, and he cannot believe like someone would be so like their life is so miserable that they would have to lie the way that I'm lying.
Oh
And
my God.
I'm listening to it like there's just no way.
Yeah. No, he's like he's just projecting. He's like, this is how I feel, and this is like my baseline lowest defense that I can actually think of, so I'm going to put it all on her. I know everything about lying because I was just on a show about lying.
Were you?
Traitors.
Wait, is that what is it? I don't think it's
It's like it's like kind of a murder mystery show.
Oh,
but there's
trigger warning.
It's fake. Nobody dies.
Oh.
I'm like, I wish I wouldn't. I'm just kidding. I'm done here. But it's like there's traitors or murderers among us, among the cast, and you're trying to find out who they are, which I know you've talked about. When did you date him? What year?
2022.
Oh my God. So more recent than I thought. And it took you a while to get out of it. What?
Yeah.
What was what was, I guess, the main feeling? Like that you didn't trust yourself or anybody else?
It was, do you mean like in the breakup or?
Like the spiral afterwards.
Oh, it was like, I felt like my boyfriend died because I like had a boyfriend and he wasn't real.
Oh, okay. So you were just
So I like was
mourning.
literally mourning a dead person,
Holy
which is like
shit.
now who's dead, who's alive. It's confusing.
Yeah.
But it like, imagine like you found out Robbie, like everything she's ever said to you, like she just made up out of thin air.
Yeah.
And you like live with her. Like it just was so strange.
Oh my God.
So it's like, yeah, I was like really honestly traumatized, but
Yeah.
that was a mean feeling.
Totally. And it would, I mean, I think every breakup you're kind of like mourning, but this would, it's like there's whatever stages of grief, like 4 or 5 or something. So you probably had to go through all of them and like going through ups and downs and just could not see clearly because it's like such an, I was listening to your videos, to your series, and I was like, it's honestly like once in a lifetime that you hear of something like this.
I hope to God that it's a once in a lifetime situation because I'm like, God forbid I ever run into somebody like this again.
Yeah, because it's like hard to conceptualize even like as a person just hearing it. And it's like, even if I didn't know you, like I know you, so it makes it even like that much crazier. But it's just like so wild. I feel.
Yeah, it was very interesting when it was happening too, because I'm like, there's just no way. Like when I first found out, I wish I could have like recorded myself finding all this out, because like I had roommates at the time, and I remember just sitting there on my computer on his mom's Facebook. It was like broad daylight, and I like so sick to my stomach because he's in the photos. Like it was so crazy.
Wait, so you found out on Facebook? You were saying? Oh, and you were next to him?
No, I was.
Okay.
I had gone home, so I was alone.
Oh my God! And you saw all these pictures of him and his mom, and then you found out he was cheating on you.
I didn't know about the cheating yet.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
When did you find that out?
after, like way after the fact, actually.
Oh really?
Because I stayed with him thinking like that I was wrong about the mom thing.
Oh my God!
Because I got swindled.
Yes. Oh my God!
And then I found out we went to. He did like Life is Beautiful festival in Vegas.
Okay.
And he had like, it was like an amazing set. He was so good. And like, I was all excited, and he posted me, and then I got like comments and DMs and stuff.
Oh my God, that he's like a liar.
Yeah. And then he will know that first of all, that he cheated on his ex-girlfriend. I knew he had cheated on her, but like I looked her up.
Yeah.
And she was like just like me, like looked like me,
Creepy.
acted like me. She was like a vlogger. And it was like so eerie because I'm like, oh my God, am I like replacing this girl?
Because part of me was like, he was just obviously so obsessed with you, and then maybe so afraid to lose you.
No, he wasn't. Are you kidding? He was like, see you later. Like,
really?
he
like
broke
at
up with
the
me
end.
fully.
That's crazy. But
Yeah.
that's like psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Like that-
well, he broke up with me. We got back together, and then I broke up with him. So I got to make the final decision, but still like it hurts my ego knowing like I was gonna stay. I literally would have stayed probably.
Yeah. Well, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all, and it's like you were young, and it's just like, and now, I mean, you have this amazing story to tell. You're probably so sick of it.
I honestly
resurfaced it himself.
Well, yeah, that's what's confusing. I've told this story for so long online and stuff, but I always say it kind of like funny, and in passing I'll be like, yeah, my boyfriend killed his family and fakes an accent.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, wait, what? And like doesn't think about it again. But this was obviously the first time I'd told the story in like detail.
Yeah, and he's had like multiple offenders. He did this to multiple people, right?
Oh yeah. And his last girlfriend, she was with him when he decided she was gonna die. So he called her one day and was like, my mom just died. And she flew across the country and stayed with him for 3 months.
Oh my God.
While he grieved.
like what it is just like a weird control thing that he has to somehow force, like lie about these scenarios and force you to love him. It's like deeply psychological.
It is, but it's like okay, so you didn't get enough attention from your mom or whatever it was, and now you need it from whoever your partner is. But it was so like you'd get in trouble for like I remember his ex has a story about like him swimming in the ocean, and when he got back up to her on the shore, he was mad because he kept looking over at her and she wasn't looking at him. God. She was in trouble because she like wasn't giving him enough attention in the ocean.
That's like low-key some Robbie shit.
I like get it. Like if I were to do it, I would feel like it's okay, but because he's like who he is, like it's just definitely not okay.
And if he would have stuck with like the original, what he's from this country that I feel like not a lot of people have heard of, it's like stick with that. That's actually a story within itself. It's
interesting, and it's also like he's Filipino, which I can see with my eyes. You know what I mean? So it's like he made up his imaginary blonde Norwegian mother, and it's very that was strange to me too. Because I'm like, you are Filipino, like very visibly. And I clearly do not have an issue with it. Right. So why would I ever care if your mom is Norwegian and blonde?
Yeah.
Like,
it's probably
and
some
just
internalized.
Like, and I grew up poor, so it's like, why would I care if you grew up poor? Like things like that, where I'm like, what? Who are you doing this for?
Right. It's actually like kind of bonding, which
and in fact, it like made me feel less connected to him. Like you saying you're rich and you grew up on the beach, and like he was so filthy, and it was always because he grew up with maids and he never had to clean up after himself.
Likely
and
story.
And it's like, no, you didn't.
Right.
At all.
Yeah. No, I think even when Robbie and I first met, she was like one of the first questions she asked me, literally not even on a date. We were on a street corner. She was like, The Bachelor's gay? And I was like, what? I'm not The Bachelor. And then she was like, did you grow up with money? She's like, are you rich? Because she grew up so poor. She's one of 10. And it's like, which I was also going to like ask you, it's like, do you, especially being in LA and kind of in the industry, like how do you feel like growing up like without a lot of money has affected you now?
I feel like I try to gravitate toward people who didn't, because you do like, so there are some people, there's just like exceptions where like someone grew up with money and they're like good people, but like most of my best friends didn't grow up with money, and it's like I almost feel like that's something I've like subconsciously like targeted.
Agreed. Especially being in like just an industry heavy town, that like meeting people who I like you but also just did not grow or like grew up with a lot of money. It's like, okay, we don't actually see things the same way
at all, and like, it's not even their fault. Like you can't like fault someone for it because they genuinely know no different. But I definitely try to stick around people who like get things the same way that I do.
I feel like it's just like grounding. Like you and Tana, I feel like are so just like grounded. You're so humble. Like even the way you talk about things like are so relatable because you talk about it in a way that other people can understand. You know? Yeah. And I feel like a lot of it is just because you have like similar backgrounds. And it's so, I think it's just so great to see, like obviously your platform, your podcast is huge. Like women that we can look up to like that, you know?
I like it like look up to, because it's like no one should be looking up to us probably,
I think the work ethic. I mean, we're all gonna do our shit, and like I was gonna say whatever. Like you guys were talking about Dave Portnoy. Who like maybe I shouldn't talk shit about him, but I'm like, what's this boomer guy like meddling?
I like weirdly like there are certain people who like I not that I disliked it, Dave, but like where I become a fan because of how like how much I like am fascinated by like them.
Totally.
He's just so interesting to me that I'm like, I am just a fan of his, because it's like, what do you mean?
Yeah. No, yes, I agree. Do you want a refill?
Honestly, sure.
Okay.
Hold on.
I feel like people are always so torn whether they like it or not.
Wait, you guys, we're getting real time update.
He needs to go to prison, I think.
That's what it's like. Are there higher level crimes he's capable of?
And what is he so passionate about at fucking like right now? He's doing this.
Yeah, this is his whole life. He loves it. He's getting attention. Like he's probably gonna try and milk it and do some other crazy shit just so he can like keep riding the wave.
I don't know. This is like I definitely didn't understand how big it was gonna get.
I love it
Because I've talked about it before, so I was like,
I know.
If people were going to care, like, I didn't think it would be now, so I thought it was like a lighthearted thing I was going to do in my stolen Waldorf Astoria robe, but
yeah, no, it's so
it was not a lighthearted thing.
Yeah, no, it popped off. But it's like, I think we're just craving stuff like that. I think whatever, it'll obviously die down if you want it to. And it's not the first time that you've talked about it. So it's just like, I think in the midst of whatever his album release. So it's like, that's on him. Don't release any music. Don't try and be successful.
Do not post a TikTok calling me a yapper. I keep thinking, like, do you think it was just like like in the moment he was like, oh, this will be funny, and now he just regrets it so much.
His whole existence.
I would hate myself as he like completely should.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything, you're in the right. You have the public behind you.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should be afraid.
I know, but I still get anxiety. Also, I just like it feels mean, even though it's like he's the worst thing ever he's done. It feels really mean.
Yeah.
And like a lot of the videos are very like mean spirited. I don't like coming for people's looks because it's like there's so many better things to use in this scenario.
I think you've been pretty vocal about it, about not coming for his looks.
Yeah, but
in a way where I'm like, why? But so I think you've actually like been like taking kind of a high road.
It just feels cheap because it's like, hello, we have so many things we can work with here.
Yeah, totally. There's like so many other issues that this guy has. And it's like, you were a victim. It's like, whatever. Like in our world, we talk about our relationships. It's like, don't treat me bad.
Yeah.
If you don't want me to talk about it.
And you just don't date a female podcaster if you don't want her to talk about your relationship.
But also like with Robbie, I feel like, yeah, sometimes I'll talk like,
bless you.
Jesus, Nardo. I'll say some like funny stuff or like kind of talk shit, but it is light because it's like there's nothing to talk bad about. Like if anything, I feel like it's overwhelmingly positive, but that's my true experience.
I agree. Yeah. Well, I feel like that's the thing.
But
like
men are afraid.
I feel like it would be a challenge, or not a challenge, but like it would be an incentive. Like for me, if I were in a relationship, I'd be like, oh, I want to,
yeah,
be good.
Yeah, no, literally. Can we go back to Dave Portnoy?
Yes, of course.
Wait, okay, because I'm like, why did he didn't invent the internet or anything, right? No. He just invented Barstool. Mm-hmm. Okay, because I'm like, what's this old man doing with like a bunch of young girls and pop culture and podcasting? I'm like, he cannot be dictating our opinions.
I know, but he does have such influence. I don't know why, but I think it's like the crossover between like the two audiences, because we have like the frat bros and like you know like his audience, then mixed with like a younger, like the TikTok audience,
right?
So it is like what's more powerful than bringing those two communities together?
Yeah, no, that's very true. He is like a genius, but which apparently he didn't say, but I think we could blame it on him that he was
For
like,
sure.
I don't think that they'll make it through the door.
Well, he did say it. He just said it a lot more nicely than I think we thought he did, because we were going on stage every night and going like, Dave Portnoy said we'd never fucking do it. And like he never said, like he was just like, I'd be surprised if like they made it through these dates.
Yeah. Which is like, still, I never had that thought once.
Well, thank you, but I did.
I
for sure had that thought. I saw the dates. I was like, there's just no way. But I didn't think it was going to be my fault. So I was like, you know what? This is going to be like somebody else's problem.
It'll be fine. Because I think like at the end of the day, you guys are both really hard workers.
Well, thank you. I think we just like really like wanted to prove it to everybody.
Yeah. No, I get that. And it's like a commitment. And it's not like that is the one thing which for podcasting and stuff, it's like fine. Even it is like still a job. But, and I don't know how you feel, but sometimes it does feel like one. Sometimes it's really fun, like right now. Mm-hmm. But it's like you have to prepare and stuff. But tour is like every day you have to show up. You can't call in sick.
Yeah, at all.
So it's like that.
I felt bad about this. Like, ironically, I felt bad about this in reference to Matt Rife, because somebody like, I think he just had like a situation where he had to cancel shows. And I read the comments, and the comments were like so horrible. Like, oh, God forbid you have to show up to do 1 hour of work. Mm-hmm. And like, as much as I like maybe dislike him, I was like, wait, that's just not how it works at all. Like he's been on tour for like years. Yeah. Like I don't even think he has a home anymore, because he just like lives on a bus. Whoa. And it's so hard that I'm like, wait, I think people just don't understand what touring is like. And not like, I shouldn't say hard, but it's like,
no, just, it's hard.
Yeah. It's mentally like very draining, and physically draining, and everything about it is like very
Yeah. No, it's
overwhelming.
exhausting. And nobody, like, as a nurse, I could call in sick and somebody could, like, take my spot.
Yeah, no one's
There's
just like taking his spot.
Yeah. And like
or ours or
even-
whatever.
Right. With Tanner's Tanner's diarrhea.
Yeah. She kept having to run off stage.
No, like, what the fuck? Because I'm like, what would you do? It seemed like she'd taken all the meds. Like, nothing was working. But I'm like, you literally cannot do anything. Like, you would have maybe had to do it by yourself. But that's like, again,
I don't
like,
think that
wouldn't
that
have
would have not
flown.
flown because it's like you paid the money to see
right.
both of us. So it was really,
Yeah.
I try not to think about it in that way though, because it's like if I felt like I have to do something, it feels like a lot more like anxiety.
Right. So you're like, I want
Feels
to
like,
I
oh,
get
this is
to
like
do
this
it.
lucky thing that I get to do.
Yeah. Yeah, which I think it is, but I also think tour is grueling. I don't know. I won't shut the fuck up about it after Dancing with the Stars. I'm like,
it
this is
is.
grunt. Like, this is camping. I'm not even glamping.
It's not glamping, especially because like Dancing with the Stars 2 was theaters.
Yeah.
And theaters is like, they're so old that like
Yes.
you can't, like the showers even, like there's nothing glamorous about it.
No, we didn't even have hot water sometimes.
Yeah. And you'd have to wear
didn't
your little shower
work.
shoes and get athlete's foot. And you're lucky if there's a single light bulb in your dressing room.
Yeah, literally one to do your full face of makeup.
Of course. For thousands of photos of you to be taken from every single angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. I have so much respect for you.
Well, thank you.
How do you guys like prepare for tour? Like you're
Well, I'm just kidding. I don't know. There's not really that much preparation that goes into it. Obviously, we have to write a show, but
But what is like with the writing a show? Like, is it?
it's
fun?
literally us sitting down and being like, what's the worst thing that we can possibly say on stage that would get like the biggest reaction?
What was your like? I didn't see you guys. I would love to. This next leg.
Absolutely, we're doing LA.
Are you? Oh my god. Okay, I want to go. What were the stories you told on tour?
We told, well, a lot of it, like, we could just literally never say online. But we just, a lot of it's, like,
love
just
that.
additional, like, parts of stories that we've never
Yes.
shared.
And it doesn't really make it out. Like,
It didn't for a long time. I think a lot of, like, this last round, because people knew it was the end, they were like, oh, we can post it because we're not spoiling it for anyone. But I'm like, no, you're spoiling it for me.
right.
Like, and now everyone's scared of me. But it was fun.
Yeah.
It was.
No, that's smart because it obviously draws in an audience, so they want to see you live because they're getting something extra.
Yeah. But it's like if it gets posted on TikTok, then it, like, because we do have to repeat our shows, of course.
Right. Yeah.
It's ruined. So I think we thought that they were protecting us, but really they were like doing it for the other people,
What do you? Oh, for the other people who can't see.
or like they were trying to like save the show, so like no
Right.
spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's really nice of them. I would never think that.
well, I'll sometimes
But also,
comment
that's
on
a
people's.
long time to record.
Yeah, well, like just like little bits and stuff, or like really
Mm-hmm.
like controversial parts. Tana got in trouble with like a lot of this last show.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they did get posted. So I don't
Yeah.
know if I can say that anymore. That it, like no one post anything because they sure did.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah, totally. Are you guys going to do like a new set this fall? Or
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All different stories. Like, honestly, I think I live life with that in mind now because I'm like, God, I'm going to need something to say.
I was going to say, did you watch Girls ever?
No, but everyone keeps telling me to. Jake Shane said it's the best show ever. Have you had Jake Shane on? He would be the best guest.
Oh my God. I asked him. He didn't obviously read my DMs.
Well, what do you mean obviously? Well, he's so fucking famous right now. It's like it's
Yes.
the craziest thing.
No,
it's like in
I-
Times Square everywhere.
Is he for his podcast?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's amazing. No, he's getting really good guests, obviously.
I know.
He's like very connected. So I'm like, one day, hopefully I'll be big enough.
Stop. He's the best. You would love him so much.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, he seems like it. Fuck, what was I going to say? Because now I want to talk about Charlie XCX.
Oh, I don't. How did we get here?
Girls and
Oh,
HBO.
right, sorry.
Because she was so busy during her writing because she like wrote, produced, and directed Girls. I think there's 6 seasons in her mid-20s.
That's insane. I did not know that.
She like got the deal because she wrote I'm like not a tiny film, a film like herself. It's called Tiny Furniture. And then Judd Apatow gave her this big contract. Anyway, she was so busy on set 12 hours a day. She's like, and it's like through kind of the lens of like early 20s, like millennial kind of girl. But she was like, I wasn't experiencing anything. So I was writing about things that I haven't actually experienced. And I'm like, sometimes I feel like that, even coming to like podcasts or tell stories. I'm like, all my crazy years are kind of behind me.
Yeah. And any interesting thing I had to say, I've said already. Like how many episodes have we put out? I don't have any new stories to tell. I've had an issue with that recently because I get called like boring or like I'm being too brand safe and I'm not sharing enough. But I'm like, I'm not going out and like hooking up with new guys every night and like I used to. Yeah. So I'm running out of material. And if I have new stuff, I might be making it up. I'm not, but like I might have to soon.
I died at the Glenn Powell of it all.
Oh my God, it's getting taken too far.
It's not. It's so funny.
No, but it is because I'm getting like now I can't even post a video without the comments being like Glenn's POV, like, and I'm like, he's gonna see this and block me and like think I'm scary. No, I want him to. I want to meet him and it be like a real love story. Everyone.
I mean, I question his sexuality too.
Do you?
Yeah, I question every dude's just because they don't question it themselves. So I have,
so you have to do it for them.
Right. It's like, aren't you curious? Because I haven't watched him in anything, by the way.
Oh. He's like literally in like some of the most like masculine films. Well, no, he's not. But I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. He just seems like too like clean cut.
Sometimes I think like I like guys who are like so secure in it that they'll be like,
play with my
I've tried
butthole.
it. It's not. Yes. Yeah, I'm not into it or something like.
Yeah, no, that's what I like. I love the fluidity, the confusion. Yeah, I think it's so hot. You never know which way it's gonna turn.
But like, I don't know. I've had recent situations where I'll be with a guy and I'm like, is he maybe a little? And then I get like really insecure. I used to think I was into it, but now I'm like, wait. Yeah, I don't think I am.
Well, sometimes it's like,
or maybe I'm. I don't know. Not into it, but
I talk a big game. First of all. I'm strictly with women. We don't carry as many STDs. But yeah, kind of. I think you should not fully making eye contact.
I'm struggling so hard.
No, dude, Brooke got a lip flip. Which one is it? And she can't drink out of a straw.
I literally can't. I think you did it as like some sort of embarrassment ritual.
Well, no, I just did it. No, yeah, I did. These bamboo straws, no, those should stay in the drawer.
I love them. I'm sorry. Continue.
I don't. But it's like on top of mind. If I ever were to like get with men and I talk a big game, I'm like, I love fluid men, explore your sexuality. I'd be like, are you clean? Because the butthole is more vascular.
Is that it?
Yeah, so you can transfer things a little easier.
Oh yeah, right.
It's
you're
more
a nurse.
Porous. Yeah.
I get in trouble for saying nursing because I was I was pre-nursing.
Yeah, I love that.
And then I knew. Let me clear this up honestly on Long Winded.
Listen up.
Because I'll say it sometimes in passing, like funny, and like what I think is funny again is not always funny to everybody.
I think everybody just has to take a chill pill. This is all funny.
So sometimes I'll be like, yeah, because I went to nursing school, or sometimes I'll go, when I was in med school, which I clearly never was. I was pre-nursing, and somewhere along the way, I recognized that I was not getting professionally admitted to the BSN program, which is very competitive at the University of in the United States. At the University of Arizona, it is very
United Arizona.
I was never getting into that program, so I had to switch routes. Then I was going to do master's entry nursing program. Okay, method, yeah.
What?
And I was never getting in. So I was a public health major, which is a nursing adjacent, and you can get admitted to the nursing program, and it's also technically a pre-med major because all science majors are pre-med.
All things are true.
All of them are true, but I get why like people's frustration. I was never in the nursing program, and that is why I don't know anything about medicine.
Yeah,
I know about honestly nothing.
Needling.
Yes. I know about nothing. I took like Chem 101 and 102.
Yeah.
Anatomy and physio. And
But
then
like
I was
all
out.
things are true. It's fine. I don't know why people are getting mad at you if it's like other nurses because they have.
It's not. It's
okay.
it's
Good.
Just
'Cause
random.
then, like they get a bad rap for like being type A. So it's like chill out. But it's like it's all funny. It's all true.
I was never ever gonna be anyone's nurse, and it was good. Like whoever was, like in the bed was at grave risk.
Yeah.
Because I was cheating.
Yeah, you were a greater risk to their health than their health,
For
which
sure.
was
Supposed to be the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, you were a nurse.
Oh.
Men are more vascular. Their
I
buttholes are
forget.
more vascular.
But back to the line thing. Anyways, I feel like, okay, because on Love Island, you have no idea, but there's this girl, Leah, and I think she's a queen, and she does some messy shit. She's like probably wrongly votes someone off the island so she can get her old man back. Who wouldn't?
Right.
We're holding, which like honestly, nobody's really coming for her. I feel like they have like a different audience, and it's like, who cares? We all do. Like everyone on the show kind of gets mad because they're like, she's a liar, she's manipulative. It's like, no,
she's playing the game.
Exactly. And we all do it in relationships. So like, why is that such a big deal? It's like, we just have to like chill. There's other things that are more like important to like lie about, like your Australian accent.
Obviously, that should take
And driver's
priority.
license.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I have a feeling I would be a villain on any reality show ever.
I don't think so, because you're just
But
so lovable.
you already got to be the everyone's favorite. I know that I would be somebody's major problem. I would be like Demi on The Bachelor.
Was she crazy? I didn't watch.
Yeah, she like no. I'm thinking Corinne.
But didn't she just sleep all the time though?
Yeah, well, she took one nap. God,
Yeah.
see, even you are misinformed.
Yeah.
She took one nap, and she was so valid. She already had a rose. Why would she stay?
Literally, I know. That's what and I'm like, if people like acted like they did on Love Island right now, they're like talking shit about the guys. Like Leah, I think she's great, and she was like whatever, coupled up with this guy. Clearly, she didn't like him. It was her last option. We've all done it.
Of course.
Like it's not
Yeah,
like
and sometimes you date them for months and
right.
Yeah.
You don't actually want to be there. They're gaslighting the fuck out of you.
100%.
Yeah. So, and then like she comes to like a revelation. I was going to say resolution and elevation, but I did put it together.
And I wouldn't have noticed if anything were wrong.
You're like, I still just can't move my upper
I literally
lip.
can't get out of his jaw.
Yeah. But she comes, she's like, I don't like him and I don't like his skinny jeans. And the girls are laughing, cracking up about it. I'm like, that's so real. Like, why can't we like laugh about this stuff on TV? But we take TV so serious.
Well, everyone's so righteous and like I get it, but also like, come on.
Right. Like, we're just trying to have
Like,
a
let me
laugh.
see your group chat.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's
Right?
problematic stuff in your group chat.
Oh, yeah, we're all talking shit. And, like, who better to talk shit on dudes? Yeah, maybe there's double standard, but it's like they have the whole world at their fingertips.
No, but that's a case where it's like it's offsetting like what is naturally occurring, like things
Right.
like the wage gap.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes men have to suffer just to make everything balance out a bit.
Agreed. Completely. I'll find any excuse.
Me
to
too.
talk shit.
Same.
Are you dating right now?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I am. No, I am,
Yeah, totally.
but just not like very successfully.
Because where you were kind of seeing someone the last time you were on. Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he's still there.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Is he probably?
Is he talent? Is he like
He's talent.
okay.
Which I said we don't date the talent anymore.
Who else are we gonna date?
Well, that's the problem. Well, it's like everybody's the talent in their head.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is the talent. But he's like very normal.
Yeah, we'll love that. That's so good.
And I have that's what I try to have, like a whole separate life. That's like not like that's like unplugged. Because if I were to explain like a TikTok situation to somebody like that, they'd be like, "What are you even fucking saying?"
Oh, but so you feel like you can't really talk to him about like
Why are you doing this?
Never mind.
No, I just mean like because things sometimes are so chronically online, especially like the situation I'm in right now. It is so crazy.
I know. I love that's my new identity is being chronically online.
Yeah, but
which
that's
is why
like
I need you to you're not on Charlie XCX.
Well, I know Brat. I know Addison Rae's in on it. Like I know there's Green.
That's it? What the fuck?
It's a green screen.
Are you okay?
No, but I'm gonna learn before this comes out for sure.
No,
you're gay, so that's you got expedited.
She's a homophobe.
You're gay. I shouldn't be moving my arms this much.
You're
gay.
and you're fucked up in your own way.
I am. I can't move my left tit. Not that I ever could. Anyway, you got expedited to Bratland, and I'm.
Oh my God, that makes sense.
I'm right now at the moment purely hetero, so
yes.
I'm late to Brat.
What's going on in your chronically online world? Clinton Kane?
Only.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like I like to be around a person who like that would be like is a Victorian child in that situation where it's like, what are you even saying?
Yeah. What do you mean by Victorian child?
Like, you know, explaining something to a Victorian child.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I missed that, I think.
Like, or somebody who's like, oh, you don't know. Okay. So like, what's something you wouldn't want to explain to a Victorian child? Like the lighting section at Home Depot. You could never explain that to a Victorian child.
Oh, okay. I see.
And so
yes,
like
Robbie
TikTok,
is a Victorian child.
Yeah.
I can't explain anything to her.
So, but it's fun to have people like that in your life because it's like that. Then you just are forced to keep everything so separate.
So true. Yeah. And I think it is the key to like longevity because it's like if you want to be in the industry for a while, you have to figure out how to have boundaries.
Yeah. But Billie Eilish I just saved a video of her yesterday saying that where she was like, I was so like everything in my life was so based on like the like career aspects that she couldn't even function normally. And I'm like, you know what? That was so me for a second, but now I just have to find
me now. Charlie XCX has a song about it. Kind of, I think. Oh, yeah. It's like about a baby.
What's the song?
It's like I have a baby or that baby is mine. I can't explain things to a Victorian child. You.
I'm unfortunately the opposite. I'm so this day and age that it like almost embarrasses me.
No, I don't think it's embarrassing.
Sometimes I like pretend not to be. I'm like, what are you even talking about? But I know.
I love it. It's my new identity. I think chronically online is for the low serotonin girlies.
It is.
Who don't have much else to live
I'm a
for.
victim of it as well because sometimes I'll see a comment that I'm like, you're so online, and it's like, calls coming from inside the house. Like I have a problem.
I love that saying.
Me too, and I don't even know if I used it right.
No, I think you did.
I don't know anything. I can't move my lip.
Okay, well, I'm trying out segments.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. So
we need to do that. We don't have any
like,
organization.
Me either. Everyone's like, I die for segments. I'm like, what do you mean? Who cares? But I'm just going to try this. Probably on you. Everybody knows I'm a raging feminist around here.
Of course.
So I want to know who your icons are. Remember when people, like when we used to, are we allowed to say female?
No. Learned that. No, we're not. But I almost made a TikTok. It's so funny you say that. I almost made a TikTok about this today.
Yeah.
Because I saw somebody make a TikTok saying like she used my least favorite word, which was female. They were talking about a Love Island person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who pinned us against each other in this way? Who convinced us that we're not allowed to say female?
Because I think it's fine when girls say it.
Yeah,
it's
but
when guys say it and they make it seem like a dog, like a female dog or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the females.
But until further notice, I think, no, we're not allowed to say it.
Okay, so, but let's like, sometimes you can't,
but female icons. Like,
right.
because you wouldn't say like, who are your,
Right? Like, who are your icons that are women?
Dolly Parton.
Same. Did you listen to the podcast about her?
No.
It's like that. It's really good. I forget what it's on. Spotify, obviously. But they go on like a deep dive kind of about her music because I don't listen to her music.
Well, you probably are listening to her music and not knowing you're listening to her music.
Well, I know Jolene.
Yeah. Well, but she also has like, she wrote I Will Always Love You.
Yes.
Like
iconic.
she has like so many songs that are like huge and not even hers.
Yes, so true. I feel like she's so classy and she's just not greedy. Also grew up poor as hell.
Super.
Like,
And she
yeah.
that she funded like the reason there's a COVID vaccine is because of like her funding.
Literally, she's just so iconic in so many ways and also subtle about it.
Yeah.
Like
and she's just so cunt. She's just like, she doesn't
She
care about anything. Like,
is.
God, I love her. And in the same breath, I'll say Miley Cyrus because she's like, I feel like she is like tied to Dolly.
Okay, yeah, because she's like the goddaughter, right? I don't know. I'm not a Miley Cyrus stan,
You're
but
not.
I could be
You're
easily
wrong.
convinced.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I feel like you have to be there.
Okay.
Like it's just, I think it's like the
Okay.
Swifties. Like you're either a part of it or you're not.
But she doesn't have like Taylor Swift is like prolific. She like writes and creates so much. Miley Cyrus like doesn't do that.
Yeah, but she does it to protect her own peace. I think like she talks about being like,
Okay,
like,
here we go.
No, she does. She says she doesn't tour anymore because she doesn't like, it's not healthy for her to be like subject and observer. It's like, which I understand because it's like
Right.
to be perceived like so heavily, just constantly all the time. Like it's meant like,
Yeah.
you're not that's not natural.
Totally.
And so she has like opted out, I guess, but she's also just like, she's an icon. I love her.
Yeah. No, she like did what Jojo Siwa thinks she can do. Like the
Yeah.
rebrand with Wrecking Ball.
But maybe JoJo's eventually going to get there. I think she might be taking a different route. She might be
Okay.
going the long way around.
the scenic route.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm here for that.
I saw someone say today, like, do you think JoJo's going to ever just like go where she belongs, which is WWE? Like,
That's what she looks like.
she does.
Yes,
She's
and
doing the makeup.
Right. Not in like a bad way.
No,
Like,
there's nothing wrong with that.
no, Nikki Bella was on my season of Traders and she was like,
Love.
Yes.
I used to love their show. They had a show on VH1 or something.
they've been around for so long. She was the most down to earth, the best, so
I love.
iconic, the most like accomplished for sure. And WWE was like her platform.
Yeah.
It's like Jojo Siwa should.
She would make a killing over there.
Yes. And it feels like choreography.
Yeah. Well, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you take like blows like to the nose.
No, I don't think
And, like,
so. I think
not
it's all
anymore.
fake. I think it's all like camera angles switching like right when someone's supposed to get hit.
I have to watch, but Nikki said she was like she did some shit.
Well, you have to
Like-
be physically like very
Like she could fully lift a girl.
yeah.
like-
I can't because I can't move my boobs.
Yeah, I have so much trap Botox that I just refuse.
Do you have trap dogs?
Yeah.
I just got my whole neck. And
Yes.
like it's funny.
Do you
I
love-
have like Botox amnesia because it's like I remember hating it the first time I got it, and then I got
Yeah.
it again on purpose and paid for it and everything.
Oh yeah, do you like it?
I do like it because I like in
I love
photos and
it.
stuff. I'll have like, you know.
Yes, same. Well, I have just such a wrinkly neck because I have tight shoulders, so the combo of like neck and traps has been it for me.
I should do traps, but like I do work out a lot. But
Yeah, I'm
mine
like, you don't
wasn't
have
like
big
I wasn't
traps.
worried about neck
Like lines,
wrinkles. I was worried about these like the what are they called, like
platismal.
platismal bands.
How are you smiling in photos?
I went to nursing school. And it was it's just my natural smile would bring them out so crazy. It looked like I was like, it was crazy. But where was I going with that? Oh, you said trap Botox.
yeah.
We
Like,
are not good at staying.
No. Like WWE lifting.
Oh yeah,
girls and
I
stuff.
can't do any
No,
of that.
I won't even do some moves in Pilates.
Yeah.
Honestly. They're like, do you have injuries? And I'm like, yeah, I have hundreds
You
of
have
dollars in my traps.
Paralyzed.
Yeah.
Completely paralyzed traps. I have a paralyzed upper lip.
Literally. It's a medical disorder.
It is.
Intentional, but like I cannot do that move of the shoulder.
At all.
No, I love it. Okay, last question. What do you love about being a woman? For example, I love to weaponize my period.
I was just gonna say I was gonna say having a period.
Oh yes! Oh my god, good.
I love, well, honestly, this might be controversial, but I love sometimes in certain situations gender roles.
Yeah, same. I pick and choose, baby.
I do. I love
I'm
them.
in,
I
like,
love to be like waited on, and you know, like I
Yeah.
want. Are you kidding me?
Oh, he's so cute.
I love that. And I also just, I don't want to be expected to pay for anything.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree, especially when dating men. It's like, I'm sorry, you have the whole world at your feet. We have the wage gap. If you are a white man and you're not the president, there's an issue because the whole world was set up for you.
sometimes I agree with you because I'm just like, yeah, for sure. Because I know I'm eventually going to get there as soon as I learn more.
No, well, you don't even have to learn more. You just take what I say and believe it.
Of course.
But there's like, I feel like Robbie and I sometimes are very heteronormative. Like, she's more masculine. She'll give me a massage in bed.
Yeah, you guys like went all the way the wrong way around to like eventually being completely right.
Literally. She has an old Porsche, and she's like, the only thing I don't like about my car is that I can't open up your door for you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's so
I've
sweet.
never had a man who would actually. That's not true. Clinton Kane would have opened up my door.
No.
That was so his shtick, as being like so like chivalrous.
No, because he had a lot to like make up for, and he knew
He's like in Australia we drive
not
on the other
Australia.
end.
It's like, do they though? Because
I don't even know. He made that. I just made that up.
You know, Australia is like the prison child of the UK.
I don't even know what that means.
Me either. I think all the people from the UK who they went to prison, and then that population ended up in Australia, and that's their descendants.
I kind of like that though, because it's like, remember where you came from. Also, I'm noticing myself in real time finding a fact right now with no secure evidence that I'm gonna repeat to 100 million people.
Let me look it up, because it's something about being prison something. Okay, how related? Okay, it doesn't say anything specifically about being in prison. But
Fishy.
I do think it's right. I'll come back. Or
Okay.
anyone can tell me if I'm wrong, but I won't ever know because I don't pay attention. Don't give me criticism
You're so
unless
much
it's
better
positive.
than me. Oh, of course.
Thank you so much.
Are you kidding? Thank you so much for having me back. I feel so honored.
Where can we find you?
Brooke Schofield on all my socials and Canceled Podcasts.
Yes. Do you have any big things coming up? Tour? Another?
Yeah, I
fall?
do have a fall tour. I think we're announcing it on hopefully July 12th. I think July 12th or 13th or something like that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think it has to be July 12th. Would be hilarious.
Why?
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yay!
Yay!